I don't think there's any connection.
No, I think
it's a profit item, and I think they're producing them the way they are because they want the money.
Yeah, the Canadian mint's more efficient than the U.S. mint.
Undoubtedly.
But yeah, I mean, you're absolutely correct. But look, Barack Obama signed the Omnibus Public Lands Management Act of 2009, basically taking 22 million acres of prime real estate out of the equation.
Just like
but he's saving that for China.
Yeah, they're pledging it to China. Very astute there, Bob.
From Weyerhaeuser took timberland out of the use with the spotted owl.
Yep.
We were back during the Nixon administration.
Yep.
And shut the small mom-and-pop lumber mills out of business up in the Northwest.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So this is nothing new. This is just the ongoing grinding agenda.
Well, you know what I'm all for? True nationalization. We need to grab the land back, put everybody back to work, cancel the charter with the Fed, have the government print greenbacks. It can't be any worse than what they're doing right now. Gentlemen, I had the woman that wrote the Web of Debt on last Friday's edition of the National Intel Report, Ellen Brown. Are you familiar with her, Bob?
I sure am.
Yeah, and
I run everything she writes.
And I'll tell you what, it was very fascinating because we did a program specifically about, okay, we know the currency should have been backed by precious metals, but it's not. We can't back it now because they got trillions of worthless dollars out there floating around. You know, where do we know the unconstitutionality of all of this, but where do we go from here and how do we fix it? And she stopped short of saying that we should cancel the Fed Reserve Charter. I mean, Bob, as I look at
but
this...
it's not only the Fed Charter, John. It's the courts, it's the Congress. Everybody's bought off. The corruption is beyond belief. It's something you would find in medieval Europe or in Roman times. And we have ceased to become anything that's recognizable as a government. It's a corporatist, fascistic society. And if people don't take their government back, the country's going to be destroyed, and half the people are going to end up dead.
Don, thank you.
The chief economist for the IMF. For Simon Jenkins, with a stunning article in the Atlantic Monthly now out called "The Silent Coup," and I equate him to another person like Carol Quigley. I mean, he is pretty clear about what's got to be done in order to solve this crisis. We've got to break up the oligarchy.
But nobody has the courage to even suggest it. I mean, is everybody in Washington...
They won't even talk about it, John.
I know. I mean,
this is one of the few programs in the world. My publication, look at all of the other newsletters from the newsletter writers. Do you ever see them mentioning the Illuminati, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberger Group? Only a handful. The rest of them are terrified.
Yep.
Yeah, he stays away from
They're
that.
gutless.
He stays away from that term, Bob. He just uses the term oligarchy.
Yeah,
Am I still with you, gentlemen?
Yeah, Don.
One parting shot. You know what scared the hell out of these people? They even brought the Southern Poverty Law Conference out against it, was the common law court system when it was really starting to crank up. That scared the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Because if they control the courts, they control the people.
That's right. You're exactly right. Don, I thank you for your call, sir. You take care. Yeah, Robbie, you told me not to go where I was going with the Norfed. Didn't somebody rob the vaults and run off with all the silver?
Yeah, but that's not the point. I mean, the point was quite simply that he was overcharging for his product. Well,
based on where it was going, I'm sure.
Well, no, but still, charging $20 for a silver round when the official spot price was under $12, a little rich in my book.
Well, but it was, at least they were dealing with real money.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's obviously what was his problem, and obviously calling it $1. I mean, he could have called it anything else, avoided all the problems, but he decided to go against the beast. He didn't know the game, the rules of the game, And whenever you go against the beast, if you don't understand the rules, the beast will spank you.
Well, he worked for a mint in Hawaii. I mean, look, he was one of the first people when I fired this nut, and you're in reference to Mr. von Nottinghouse.
Nuthouse.
Well, hey, look, I was there down in southern Indiana when they were cooking this thing up. And I looked at them, and I said, they asked me, do you want in on this thing? I said, no, thank you, no. If I want silver rounds, I'll go buy them.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
If I want gold, I'll go buy it. And the whole idea was that, well, you could spend these dollars, you can't exchange these coins in public, we'll just get more people to adopt the currency. Well, and
I mean, his theory was great, but,
yeah.
You know, I mean, if people want to convert to a gold and silver standard, they are free to do so, and the U.S. Mint will accommodate them. Well,
kind of,
not anymore, but if you want to trade in gold and silver coins, trust me, there are people out there that will accept them without obviously paying an exorbitant premium.
Well, and speaking of premiums, Robbie, I'm glad you didn't even mention the gold eagles, the $10 eagles that we had. They were, what, $632 a piece?
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah, real expensive.
You can get 2 British sovereigns for $500.
Yeah, we got the British uncirculated. That's what BU means, folks. Yeah. British uncirculated, pre-1933, $250 a piece. We'll let you know more about that deal when we get back. We'll continue to roll your calls, 800-313-9443. Folks, we're back. Dow Jones today on its way back down, 186.29. NASDAQ off 45. TSX Gold went up $5 and a penny. The TSX was off 142.22, and the United States dollar went up 16 cents to 85.21. They're desperately trying to prop this thing up. Steve in Ohio. Hello, Steve.
Hello, gentlemen. And first of all, I'd like to say that you guys made mention about silver and gold, and actually silver and gold, I'm seeing more and more businesses are now dealing only in silver and gold and not, well, actually giving a better price when using silver and gold to pay for their products. And I see that certain companies are, like, on the Internet advertising U.S. Silver Eagles and Gold Eagles as payment, and it's a lot less than if it was using Federal Reserve notes.
Yeah, KT Ordnance is one of the people that if you buy one of the receivers for an AR-15 or whatever the case may be, they like to be paid in gold.
Absolutely. And there's also a gentleman by the name of Bobby Carey over in Nevada. And you guys made mention that the federal government will allow you to use silver and gold in your business. Well, the IRS didn't think so, because what he did was he went and the IRS, he was paying his people with gold $50 coins every week. And the IRS, he didn't have to report the income because it was face value $50.
So he won the case, by the way.
He did, yeah. They went after him, and he ended up. They ended up saying that the law knows no difference between the face value of both currencies.
Well, you know why the IRS lost that case, don't you? Because they couldn't answer a simple question: what is a dollar?
What is a dollar?
Yeah. But I find that kind of interesting. Now, as far as hyperinflation, and I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet, but I have a theory on that, and I'm going to run this by Bob, see what he thinks of this. The value of our dollar should be dropping precipitously because of all the money. After all, what is inflation? It's too much money chasing too few goods, right?
Right.
Okay. If that's the case, then the vast majority of people that are unemployed, which is going to be, it's around 20% right now, plus everyone is losing the value in their homes, plus the value of the dollar. I mean, okay, people that have money in the bank, they're losing money there too.
Right.
So in reality, they're siphoning through the stock market and through, all their little chicaneries. They're actually taking money out of the system by causing people to lose their jobs. I mean, I know people that just don't have any money. So if that's the case, it's few money chasing too many goods, because look at all the cars that are sitting out in the parking lot.
And wait to the hyperinflation, where if they do still have a job and they've not had to make exorbitant concessions to keep their job, wait till the hyperinflation hits, that they're paying 10, 12, 15 times the amount for a loaf of bread. That's
where I'm thinking that the government has a purposeful send the jobs out of the country, allow businesses to do that to keep inflation down.
Well, and here's another thought that some people subscribe to, and that's that, when people get hungry and they get desperate enough,